Hello, this is Keith. I'm with eveningshadowstarot.com. If you would like to visit my web page, go below this video and you'll find a link and just click on it. I've just done a new background board and the new design. I've done 3 in the last 3 days. One is Buddha, one is the Magician, and this one is Moroccan design. I'm switched cards today, and these cards, some of my favorite cards, they were designed over 100 years ago by Pamela Coleman Smith, and this is what you will see here. See the P, and then she's done a Coleman, and then she's done an S for Smith. So that's symbolic, and I think that's pretty. These cards remind me of the 1940s. My parents had cards older when I got older, when I could see the cards. And the design reminds me of that, the 40s and the 50s, very plain. The cards that she did other designs. There are 74 cards that she designed over 100 years ago, and this deck commemorates being over 100 years old. That's when she first did them. But they have 4 extra cards that she put in this, or that they put in this for her. So I use them in reading the cards. And so far, I have done I think 4 readings, and I haven't come across one of those extra cards yet. But maybe I will today, and with this one. I hope I will. This has to do with Morocco, the design, Moroccan design, and I'm doing is this your reading? In other words, is this one for you? We'll see if it is. I never know where it's leading us or the message. We just have to put them out. The first card is Page of Swords, and that tells about truth. So we're going to find out some truth. We're going to cut through that. I have shuffled the cards, and then I take several cards down, and we're going to go over to this side, and this is the Hangman. And you notice he's hanging upside down, and he has a smile on his face and has a halo, and that means take time out. You're suspended. You're not going to make a decision right now, but you're taking some time out to consider. And we don't know what you're considering yet. Let's see. This one, oh good. This is one of her cards. And there was a play, Much Ado About Nothing. And that's the design that she drew. And so what this talks about is, I happened to be in a play like this when I was in college. Much Ado About Nothing, so I'm familiar with this play. And it's 2 people gossiping, and they just get everything so mixed up, and it's just a kind of a comedy, and it was lots of fun, and none of it is true, and they just exaggerate. You know, that happens a lot of times, and when we're doing things. The next one is the 8 of Coins. And this man is working. He's creative. So this is about somebody who's very creative. They could be in acting, like the play, like I was in this play. That could be one of their creative links. He's making these. He's not really making coins. What he's doing, he's crafting something to make extra money. Okay. I'm so glad we got this card. The next one is the moon. And the moon is mystic. And everything changes at night. It's scarier at night. I have told this story before. When I was 10 years old, we moved to a ranch. And it was out in the country, nothing around, I mean, for miles. I think we were about 35 miles from town. And I would have to go out and shut the windmill off after it got dark at night. Well, the top of the windmill is made out of metal. The rest, the framing was all wood. with a top, and when you pull this lever down, turn it off, it brought the back of it around to the front, and it screeched just like a banshee. I go, and I'm telling you, when that would do that, I would think it was waking up all the monsters out there. And I would shut that down, and you had to put a wire over it to hold it down and off. And I would run back to the house as fast as I could, just breathe, my heart just pounding. And my dad, I know, knew that I was afraid, but I'm sure he thought, well, he'll do it enough that he'll realize that there's nothing out there that's going to hurt him. But you know, it's hard to reason with a little kid, especially with me, because I have a wild imagination. This one is the card, and it's two, and it has to do with business and perhaps going somewhere across waters. I don't know if the person is going to get supplies from across the waters. You know, we have a lot of ships that are backed up now, like there's 40 or 50 on the west coast out in California, and they have containers on them. Sometimes those ships have maybe 2,000 containers on there, and it used to be $5,000 or $6,000 to ship a container full of stuff to the United States. I understand now it can be as high as $26,000, so it's certainly gone up. But this is probably suggesting that you're getting something from another country to sell if you are in business, or perhaps you work for someone that is in business. Let's do some more shuffling. Get this down here, and this is the cup, and it's the knight, and he's taking his time. It has to do with emotion. So it says, keep your emotion checked. Don't get too excited or too upset like I would when I think the banshee was going to get me out there when I turned the windmill off. It was just like a monster. That thing was just like a banshee, or making that noise, or maybe I thought of it was a dragon of some kind. I don't know what I thought, but it would scare me. And I'm not for sure if we didn't live out there now that it would scare me right now. I have a wild imagination, which is good. When you're reading cards, you need to be able to go with the flow here. Here is the Knight of Pentacles. His horse is not racing either, so it says, watch your money. Watch your money. We have two more cards, and let's see where this is leading us. This one, oh, I like to get this card. This is one of my favorite cards. This one is called the Star, and you'll see this. This is an angel, and she's come down, and there's a big lake, and she's gotten a container, and she's part of that lake, and she's bringing it over and pouring it into this little pond for you. And there's a star up above her, and that means you're going to get your wish. She's bringing you something that you've been wanting. You're going to get. It's going to be a gift to you, and she's going to see that you get it. But it's something you've been wanting. I don't know what it could be, and it can't. But you're going to get it. She's going to see to it. She's pouring water in here, and that's making this pool just for you, and your wish is going to be in it. So I like that reading. Let's see. Let's do a few more cards and get this down here. I like double shuffling these cards like this. I think we get better readings. The next one is it's kind of a safety on cards. You see this man, and he is he's moving the boat, and he has his wife down here all bundled up, his little kid, and I don't know if it's boy or girl, and there's swords down here, and this is moving out of troubled waters. So whoever this belongs to, you're in a predicament right now where you need to change and you need to make a move. I don't know if it's changing jobs, but you're moving out of the troubled waters. It could be maybe taking a second job, the husband or the wife or whoever it is. Could be a single person, taking a second job to make extra money. What has me worried, and what my guides keep telling me, is that inflation is taking over, and of course I see that all the time on YouTube. Gasoline has gone up. I understand that in California is $5 a gallon. In the area I live in, it is just $2. It's something, just a little over $2. So we're lucky there. Remember that things are going to look worse at night. Your problems. This is cutting through to the truth. Much ado. There's this conversation. It's either has to do with the play, Much Ado About Nothing, or it's about people getting rumors started. And I have a feeling that's what it is, getting rumors started. Looking to business, moving out of troubled waters. You're going to get something that you've been wanting. It says watch your emotions. Don't get too involved right now. If you're not going with somebody and you've just met someone, don't get too involved with it yet. Take your time on making any decisions. This person is very creative. Watch your money. I hope that's what you'll do. This is a good reading, and I like this. I'm so glad we got one of the new cards that you can see. Pamela Coleman Smith, as I told you, is on the back of these cards, and this is to honor her. And let's see, I'll turn it up here. C is the P, and the Coleman is the C, and then this is the S going there, Smith. And this is to honor her. I really like this deck of cards. As I said, I have 3 of them, 3 decks, because I don't want to do without any of them, and I thought I would use them a lot. But I'm just starting today to use them with my channel. This is a new channel. I've had it a little over a month. I have been doing tarot readings for some time, but I haven't been on YouTube. And I really like being on YouTube and meeting new people. And I hope to get a following and people that will like my advice and will subscribe. And thank you so much for tuning in today and watching me. Goodbye.